We quickly try and take you through the happenings of 30th September as well as how the month has played out for most global indices, as well as how 1st of October has started for Asia. All three major US indices declined in trade on Thursday. Investors were worried about inflation and supply chain and also worried about the debt ceiling, which it seems will be raised on the 18th of October. President Biden did sign a bill to keep the government alive till the 3rd of December. The Dow, though, closed over 1.5% lower in trade on Thursday. The index ended the month around 4.3% lower, which is the biggest monthly fall for the index since October of 2020. The S&P 500 also was down around 1.2% to end the month and has closed the month around 4.75% lower for the month of September as a whole. This is the first month in red in the last 7 months for the index since January of 2021, and it's the worst trading month for the index since March of 2020. Now, the Nasdaq too fell around 2/5% in trade on Thursday. It's the fifth straight day of losses for the Nasdaq, which has declined 5.3% for the month of September. All major indices, even in Europe, ended the month in the red. The FTSE 100 was down around 1/3% and has closed the month around 0.5% lower. Indices in EU ended on a monthly basis lower for the first time since January of 2021. 7 straight months of gains have been lost in the month of September. The DAX closed on the last day of September around 0.2% lower and is down around 3.5% for the month of September. The CAC 42 was down around 0.2%, but 2.5% lower for the month of September. The Stock 600 though was down around only 5 basis points on Thursday and lower again around 3.5% for the month of September. Moving on to Asia, mainland Chinese stocks rose. However, official data showed an unexpected contraction in China factory activity. The Nikkei was down around 1/3% yesterday. The Shanghai rose around 1% in trade, and the Hang Seng rose was lower around 1/3% in trade yesterday. The ASX 200 rose around 1.9% in trade yesterday, and the Kospi was down around 1/3% in trade yesterday. The Nikkei early today morning was around 1/4% lower. All major Asian indices have started October lower. So the Nikkei was down around 1/4%. The ASX 200 is down more than 2%. The Kospi started Friday around 1/3% lower in trade. The SGX Nifty futures, which closed around 0.8% lower on Thursday, in third day of decline for the index, has started Friday around 1/4% lower. Moving on to commodities, the London Metal Index closed September around 2.4% lower on the 30th of September. Oil is at around $75.5 a barrel. Brent at around $78.5 a barrel. Gold jumped 2% as the dollar slipped. The dollar slipped around 11 basis points in trade yesterday. It has recovered in early trade today. So gold jumped a bit. On the back of that is at around $17.50 an ounce. Copper is down around 2.5% in trade till yesterday. The US Treasury yields did dip and are at around 1.49%, and Bitcoin rose around 5.5% in early trade today and is at around the $43,500 mark. That's a roundup of all the happenings of September and what has happened on 30th of September, as well as how has October started as well. Thank you.